Welcome back to the garage, guys. I'm Damien and this is the Binder Builder. Well, last week we started on the footwell but got sidetracked. Today we're finishing that footwell, at least the tube work for it. If you saw last week's video, you know I started on the front footwell but then got sidetracked with fortifying the dash against rattles and stuff. And that was a good choice because I had access to it. But now that that's done, it's time to get back into the footwell and all the tube work to create it. It might seem odd at first, but my first step is to get the one-piece fiberglass front end and put it in place. As I suspected, the front clip doesn't sit quite right on the bug now that I've added the front bulkhead. And I needed to trim it to fit over the bulkhead's tubes. So I got some measurements, marked them out, and using a cutoff wheel, cut it out. And after setting the front end back onto the chassis and locking it down with some clamps, I was very happy to see how well it fit over the new suspension and the tube work. I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm building something for the first time, there's a lot of worries in my mind if I'm actually doing it right. One of the things that I worried about was when I was building the front bulkhead for the suspension, I left the upper tubes really long. I remember wondering, and when taking this picture, if I actually made it too long. I was actually quite happy to find out that not only did I not make it too long, I might have almost made it too short. So that was a good thing. These tubes only stick out just a little bit. But once the front clip was on and I had marked the center, I settled a second worry that I had. One thing I did want to show is where the tire is going to sit. Now if you look on that bracket right there, that's going to be the middle of the tire. I was a little concerned that that would be too far forward, maybe too far out, but really I got it right there-ish. Let's see what the approach angle is going to be. All right, 37s. Yeah, maybe 35s is right about here. So the front of the nose and this bumper is going to be like right there. I mean, like pretty much. Yeah. Right here. That's where the front of the tire is going to be. That's actually going to look pretty nice. So here's the inside of the footwell. Kind of weird being in here, frankly. But anyway, I wanted to mock up the one-piece front end so that I could get some measurements. My goal is to keep the tubes that held the front end and so forth as high as I can. So I went ahead and put the one-piece front end on and set the as best I can in its place. I'll go to this side since it's easier to see. That'll allow me to basically come off the tube from here, come up and back, and kind of build this whole doghouse slash footwell area. So there's going to be a couple of tubes I'm going to be putting in. First, the main doghouse structure. None of the crossbars and things. I'm going to wait on crossbars until the end, or at least further in. But anyway, so step one, I'm getting my measurements from here to the top and then back. Then with the tubes being up high, this tube there, all of this, all of my dash, behind the dash, and glove box and so forth, I'm hoping to have underneath and inside the footwell to keep it mostly sealed from the outside. What's also nice about this, I will be able to trim the one-piece front end to fit the body in whatever way I need. I will eventually use either the Zeus fasteners or body bolts to do that. There's actually a ton of freaking room in here. I'm actually surprised, frankly. But my bulkhead's going to be right here. And then the rest of this is going to be shocks, AC, condenser, maybe batteries, maybe a lot of things, a winch. I would like to see if I could fit a gas tank up here. Might not have enough room for that, especially with the winch and the suspension and everything being so tight against the firewall or the footwell. Let's do this. So after taking some measurements of the height and width I could make the footwell, I pulled back off the front clip and started playing with some old drop tubes. And settling on the design I had in my head, I pulled a length of tube off the wall and started cutting my lengths. Then I put several 45-degree cuts to make the right angle joints in the tube. One thing I picked up from watching other builds is to use partition plates between mitered tube cuts. This fully reinforces the miter cuts when welding everything together. So here I am drawing them out, cutting them, and welding them in. Once the partition plates were in, I placed everything on the floor to be squared up and tack welded everything in place. And if it looks like there's a gap between the two tubes, there is. That's where the partition is, and in essence, I'm welding 3 pieces together all at once. Then I checked the height and width of the front tube and set it on the chassis using magnets to hold it in place while I squared everything up. I even set the front clip back on to make sure everything was right. All right, so this is what I've got. Here's the underside, and you can tell I've got about 2 to 3 and 3 fingers above. And that'll hold that up. Gotta do a little bit of work around that, but yeah, so now I know that this will fit underneath the shell, which is good because it kind of looked like it wouldn't for a bit there. Let's bring it down off the lip. There we go. And yeah, still plenty of room. So that'll do it. That'll do it. Now that I know it fits, I removed the front end and started setting things up for real. I double checked that it was centered and square, and then welded everything up. All right, here it is. Went ahead and put in that front mount. Now I did take a chance and weld it all into place. Cleaned it all up here. Now all I gotta do is take said little tube, and it's gonna go like so. So be some creative coping on that piece, but that's okay. And then after I get those pieces in on both sides, then I'm going to take this piece and creative cope it like so. So let me just hold this up here. It'll be something like that. But anyway, I like that because I'm throwing this piece, so any weight transfer from rolling over goes straight into the tube there. And then I have the regular tube goes in there, and I'm gonna again gusset it up there so that there's gonna be 2 tie-ins for the upward support of the A-pillar. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. Looking pretty good so far. We'll keep it going. Those tubes I was just working with were just drops, so now it's time to cut the actual lengths and start putting it in. The top tube was first, and I had to cut out some room for it. Then after hole sawing the end that mates with the A-pillar tube and doing some fine tuning, I brought out my coping tool and started form fitting everything to the front mitered joint. This took a few tries as I wanted to fit everything pretty snug. But in the end, everything fit up well. And I tacked it into place. The driver's side was the same story. First the inner hole saw and cope to the A-pillar tube, and then some fine tuning with the coping tool and a grinder till it fit. After welding, I took a flapper wheel to the welds and I'm sorry, I thought I started the GoPro, but apparently I didn't, so my apologies for that. I did get the 2 bars in, as you can see. Just kind of went over it real fast with a flapper wheel. Nothing too crazy, just get some slag off it. This one I had to take a little bit off the top because I went off course just a skosh. But yeah, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. It's good enough for government work. But I just laid in these are not in yet. They're not even lined up or coped or nothing, but that's basically the thought. So if you look, the bar comes down and straight down in, and then also straight down in. And again, I'm gonna have like a little bar coming off this and going down and connecting to the chassis. Looking good so far. I'll finish up these tubes, and once I get those in, I will start putting in the seats. So yeah, but so far so good. Putting the diagonals on is pretty much the same process as the shorty top tubes. First, I found the angle where it meets the A-pillar, then using a hole saw, I got the rough cut. And finally, I fine-tuned it until I got the fitment I wanted. Then once both the top and bottom are coped to the chassis and the tubes, I started welding them in. Well guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and found something interesting for your build. If not, just for entertainment purposes. Well, that's all I have for you today. Please leave a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you would, while I start editing the next video. But until then, I'm Damien. This is the Binder Builder. See you guys.